Hi, it's Dr. Eric Perman from Summit Dental Care here in Twin Falls, Idaho, and today one of the topics we wanted to talk to you about are white fillings, or composites, as they're so called in the field of dentistry. So a lot of patients will come in, and if we have to do some fillings, some of their first questions are, well, you're putting a white filling in, right? In the past, the main go-to in dentistry was silver fillings, but over the last 20 or so years, that's changed and we've shifted over to more white fillings or composite fillings. Patients want to know, are those fillings safe? Are they good for long-term longevity? Are they aesthetic? And so those are all great questions. And so as the trend in dentistry has shifted from those amalgam or silver fillings to white fillings, we've seen an awesome acceptance rate with patients. They're overall really happy with the white fillings. And there's a lot of advantages and benefits that the white fillings bring, or the composite fillings bring, into the field of dentistry. Some of the advantages of composite fillings over silver fillings, one is obvious, is the aesthetics. So with composite restorations, not everybody's shade of tooth is the same color. With composites, we're able to customize that to the patient's shade of teeth, and that way getting them a restoration that's hard to tell between that and the tooth structure of the patient. Patients are a lot more happy, they're a lot more confident in their smile, and the overall look of the composite restoration is just dramatically improved over the old traditional silver fillings. One of the other advantages of composite fillings is that we are able to be a lot more conservative of the patient's tooth structure. With the old silver fillings, we had to use mechanical retention, typically, to keep those fillings in the teeth, whereas with composite fillings, they bond chemically to the tooth, and therefore we can be a lot more conservative in maintaining the patient's original enamel structure and tooth structure. So therefore, it's a lot better long-term restoration for the patient. One of the other advantages of composite fillings is thermal sensitivity. So composite restorations aren't metallic like the silver fillings, and so changes in temperature, whether it's a cold drink or a hot drink, can be a lot more sensitive with the old silver fillings, whereas with composites, that heat or that cold is dissipated a lot better with the tooth. Therefore, the patient is a lot more comfortable in eating food with the white fillings. So a lot of patients have been really concerned and hesitant to get fillings done because of the perception of the old silver fillings and the metallic materials that are in them. Well, some of dental care, we don't use those materials. We use composites. They've been proven safe and effective and have good longevity and very good aesthetic outcome. So you don't have to worry about that here at Summit Dental Care. So some of the uses of composite fillings in dentistry are for decay, chipped teeth, or cracked teeth. In those circumstances, we can take composite and we can use that to fix the tooth and restore it back to its original health, and also get that great aesthetic outcome for the patients. So the process of composite restorations is we place the composite, we then use an ultraviolet light that cures that composite and bonds it to the tooth structure, making it very hard and stable and protecting the tooth structure there. So after we place and cure the composite, we then shape the composite to match the existing shape of the patient's tooth. We then check the patient's bite, make sure they're comfortable and that everything feels good. So with composites, one of the advantages to them is that we can customize the shade to match the patient's original tooth shade. So you can see in this thing here, this is our shade guide. You can see there's different varieties of shades, different values, chromas and hues and everything else like that. So we're able to customize it to the patient really, really close to where those fillings can't even be seen by the typical person. So with composites, there's two different types of composites. There's the condensable composite, then there's also flowable composites. And so we use these two different types of composites in different scenarios to get a better outcome for the patient. So if you have decay, broken teeth, or chipped teeth, and a composite is a great restoration for you, we'd love to help educate and take care of you here at Summit Dental Care. Our main goal is to make sure that you understand everything we do, and we want you to know that we use the best materials, the best techniques, and that our ultimate goal is to make you happy as a patient and make you part of our family here at Summit Dental Care.